Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. How we doing this morning? Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday to y'all. Happy Monday. We're going to have some fun this morning. Let's see if this book is available. And guess not. Why are you not there? Why are you not there? Aggravating. Trying to add the book. Good morning, Bonnie. How you doing? Good morning, Barb. Good morning, Barb. Good morning. Good morning. We got two Barbs here. Good morning, guys. How are we doing this morning? How are we doing? Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Dolly. Good morning. Good morning. How are we all doing? Y'all, packages are going out today. As y'all can see over here, I've got all the packages. Let me unmirror you guys. Unmirror you guys. Good morning. Good morning, Bill. Good morning. Good morning from Colorado. Good morning, Galen. How are you? Colorado. Awesome. We have a new one from Colorado. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Good morning, Margaret. Welcome, guys. Good morning, Cass. Good morning. And Barb, we both from Illinois. Awesome. That's cool. Very cool. Good morning, Miss Renee. Good morning. Good morning. And Renee, you said wait to send your package, correct? Until I get your, I'm from Beardstown. Very cool. Renee, you said wait until I get the photos from you to print. Is that correct? Or you want me to go ahead and send your package? Good morning, Shannon. Okay, and as many as you want. This is my gift to you. This is my gift to you, Miss Renee. So whatever one you want, send them over. Send them over and let me know how big you want them. If you want them like a 5x5 or because I can go 8x10. 8x10 is the biggest I can go though. So woke up to snow. Y'all. Okay. This is how warm it is here. I'm headed to the valley to a doctor's appointment today and I'm wearing shorts. So we're looking at warm weather today. So I'm sending you some warm weather, Miss Barb. I'm sending you some warm weather. Sending you some warm weather. So good morning, guys. So I have an exciting announcement. I let everybody know on Saturday at the class, and y'all, thank you all whoever came to the class. Good morning, Lori. How you doing this morning? So for all y'all that came to the class this weekend, that was a blast. That was a blast at the class. So good morning, Sharon. We had a lot of fun. We learned some techniques on quilting in the hoop. And we decided our next class. So our next class is going to be making a rope bowl. So what we'll do is we will actually learn how to actually create that fabric rope. We're going to learn how to create that fabric rope. And then after that, I don't have the space to do a jelly roll rug. So what are we going to do? We're going to create a bowl. We'll start small. We'll create a bowl. We'll have some fun. So, who knows? I'm in Jacksonville. So awesome. Very cool. We got Barbs over here chatting to each other, which is cool. They're in the same state next to, yeah, y'all should do lunch. I'm doing lunch this morning with Miss Shannon. So, not this morning, but around 11 o'clock. So I'm excited. So excited. Okay. So I'm going to show y'all something and then I'll show you what I created it on. So I decided against the multi-needle. Because I don't know, my space is limited, guys. So I decided, check this out, guys. You see how big this is? You see how big that is? That is literally 15 by 9.5, y'all. And I could have went another 3 inches. So I could have went another 3 inches on that, right? Is that not cool? I'm going to bring it up a little bit. It was supposed to be stitched. This is from Urban Threads, by the way. This is from Urban Threads. Good morning, Miss Nancy. So this is from Urban Threads. It was supposed to have been stitched on black. I don't have any black. I may sneak by the quilt store and grab some black today and restitch this because this is kind of cool. I haven't decided. Maybe. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning. Maybe, I don't know. Good morning, Jules. Yeah. Margaret, how'd you know? She guessed what I got. She guessed what I got. Y'all, I did. So Friday afternoon after I got off work, I went to the quilt store and I told my husband, because I told my husband, I was like, can we go to the quilt store just to look? I just want to look. So, and y'all, this is a cool machine. The size gave it away, Margaret. Yeah, I think it's the only machine that can do that big of an embroidery. So I am super excited. We are going to have so much fun. Miss Abby, I wasn't sure if you were joining this morning. Was not sure if you were joining this morning. When are you headed? Are you already over on the Eastern Slope? Yeah, Lori. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. So I was looking at the machines, and then I was telling my husband, I'm like, yeah, I just don't know if I really want to do that. And he's like, is that the one you want? Thank you for the heart me. And he's like, is that the one you want? And I'm like, yeah, it is. But he goes, no buts. He goes, we might as well get the one you want. We know you're going to use it. So needless to say, yes, got here last night, headed home Thursday. Awesome. Well, thank you for continuing to get up with us. Thank you for continuing to get up with us. So needless to say, look what I stitched out. But I have to show y'all. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you. I appreciate it. I am so excited. Like I said, but let me show y'all the hoop. Because y'all, you're going to see, because you can see how big I am. Oh, yes. It is the Avenir. I got the Avenir. So let me show you the hoop. Because like I said, I decided against the multi. I just don't have space. I just don't have the space. And I love my Luminaire, which we're still having fun with that one. But y'all, you see how big this is? Y'all see how big this is? Y'all, we're going to have some fun with this one. We are going to have some fun with this one. There is a huge Mickey and Minnie design that we're going to be stitching out. So we're going to have some fun with that one too. So, but I had to share, right? Is that not huge? And it was funny. So they're like, we're going to give you the travel bags to go with it. And I'm like, I don't want the travel bags. I was like, number one, I am not hauling that big honking of the thing around. Number two, I don't have space for it. They're like, well, what would you like in exchange? Y'all want to see what I got in exchange? So I was like, how about, where's it at? It's over here. I'll show you what I got in exchange. So in exchange for that, for the big travel bags, because I don't want the big travel bags. Y'all, look, the big magnetic hoop. So what about when it needs service? It'll be fine. Yeah. So what I do is I seat belt it in. Whenever I take my machine anywhere, I seat belt it in. So yeah. So in exchange, I got the big magnetic hoop instead. So then this thing is literally, how big is this? It is, where are you at? 11 5/8 by 18 1/4. Y'all, that's huge. That is huge. So needless to say, I'm going to be able to quilt really quickly. So, which I will be doing probably this afternoon. So what is a magnetic hoop? Let me show you what a magnetic hoop is. I'm going to show you my other one here. So magnetic hoop. So magnetic hoop, what it is so you have, so because this one is, I think, 16 inches because it goes on the Luminaire. So what it is you have this thing here, but the magnet is on the other thing. So what you do is and that was what we were working on this weekend. So what you do is you take and you add your stabilizer and then your piece of fabric. And then you have, instead of it having to snap in, you know how your other hoops, you have to snap those in. This one is a magnet. See how it stays there? It's a magnet. So that magnet keeps your fabric in place. So if you have an embroidery machine, look up those magnetic hoops. And if you want information on how to use those magnetic hoops, let me know. After Saturday, you see the magnetic hoop won't ever go back, right? I'm telling you, once you use magnetic hoops, y'all, yeah, right? It's a hula hoop, right, Margaret? It is. It's like huge. It is huge. So it does. It keeps it completely tight. And the nice thing is, you know, once it's in there, you can kind of pull the fabric a little bit too, and especially when you're quilting, because you want to keep your fabric really taut when you're quilting. So the nice thing is like I said, I start on the edge. I don't start on the outside. I start on the edge. So I start on the edge, and as I'm working my way across, I can pull the backing, make sure it's tight on the back, and then I can pull the top and make sure, yeah, great. Exactly, Barb. It is great for quilting. So very nice. If you want information on how to use it, let me know. I can show you how to use it. So that's kind of what we did this weekend. They don't make the magnetic hoops for my machine. Barb, what machine do you have? Can I see? Absolutely. You can see the machine because that's exciting. It's exciting. Okay. You ready for this? We're going back to the machine. They want to see the machine. So we're going back this way. Go back. Hold on. I'm going to move my thing. Okay. So we're going to go back this way. There's that. I can't zoom. So I was going to zoom out. But the thing is, guys, check this out. This thing is huge. The base on it. Look at that sewing space. See, a lot of people remove this when they're sewing. Oh no. No. It is too much fun. And I'm excited because I actually got the master class along with it. So I'm going to be doing that master class learning on it. So I will be doing that master class. So, right? I know. I'm like, oh my gosh, the thing is exciting. But y'all check out these Disney, because if I go down here and I was like, because they have a Mickey, look how big that Mickey is. He is almost 13 by 9. He is almost 13 by 9. Tell me the model again. It's brother. It is Avenir. It is here, Avenir EV1. Avenir EV1. All I got to say is you're buying a car. That was my biggest thing. Is it was like buying a car. But I have to say, if you're gonna get one and you're here in Arizona, go to Mole Queens, guys. It's I did, Joanna. I decided against the multi-needle and went with the Avenir. So, but decided against it. So, did the transfers come in? I'm super excited to see this play out. Tammy, yes. Did you order any from me or no? Yeah, I'm excited, Barb. I am completely excited. Doom. Yeah. So I'm going to get the transfers out, and then we'll go. And I do have to cut it off early today because I have to be at the VA by 9 o'clock. So about 5:45 I'm going to have to cut it off. So just so you guys know. Oh, man, my arm is killing me. Hold on. I'm getting to the transfers so I can show you guys. Getting to the transfers. They're in this drawer somewhere. Yes, my Bernina was a big purchase for you. Yeah. Dolly, yours is in your package. So it's going out today. It is going out today. I just need to find my stack of transfers. Where did the ones go from yesterday? The ones from yesterday. Because I had... And now I've lost. Y'all want to hear some more exciting news? You're very welcome, Miss Dolly. It's funny, Dolly, when I do your order, I'm like, why can I not find you? But then I remember, like, oh, different name. Good morning, guys. Janome 50. Your Janome doesn't have a magnetic hoop? I would think that Janome has a magnetic hoop. I love the Janomes, guys. Love the Janomes. Where is... Guys, I literally just got these. How do I lose things? How do I lose things? I have to show y'all another thing, too. That was one of the ones. That was one of the ones I got. The 15. Okay. So Jarena says the 15. Is it 15,000? So the 15,000 does. So they're saying it does have a magnetic hoop. My mom always says the fairies are at it again. I'm telling you. You sent me a message, Shannon. Okay, hold on. Oh, thank you. I was going to ask you. I'll send you a text. I'll send you a message after I get off. I'll send you a message and I'll be like, hey, it's Carrie. So, okay. Da-doom, da-doom, da-doom. Okay. Good morning, guys. I have a Janome 55E and a Skyline S9. Both take magnetic. Let's see if we can help you find that magnetic hoop. Let's see if we can find... Yeah, maybe one of you guys help her out? Barb's trying to find a magnetic hoop. You have to get a new laptop. Do you have one specific for your machine? So the one that I am using is hold on, I'll tell you, because this one works phenomenal. It's an HP. Let me send me a message and say, hey, what machine do you have? And that way I can let you know which one I use. So I like to use, so just for me, what Janome does she have? You have the 15,000, correct? Hold on, let me go back up. Da-doom, da-doom. We're all trying to help you here. We're all trying to help you here. Can you post? Correct. She's 15,000. She has the 15,000. I am good. How are you? So is the Brother SQ9185 computerized sewing machine a good one? I would say so. Anything Brother is like top of the line as far Brother. I mean, well, I know. I mean, and everybody has their own favorites. Thank you for the heart, me. Everybody has their own favorites, but I love the way that the Brother stitches out. So I don't know if we're going to get to stitching today because we may just be chatting all day. Who knows? It should come with the magnets and the hoop and with machine. So Jarena is saying it should have come with magnets and the hoop. I will ask this week. I have a class today and Wednesday. Yeah, ask Barb. Ask and see, because you should be able to get a magnetic hoop for Janome. You should be able to get a magnetic hoop. Magnetic, if not, let us know. Let us know, because we will definitely find you one. Oh, very cool, Dolly. Send it to me. That way I can look at it for you. I don't mind looking. I like to help out. So thank you, Shirley. Good morning, guys. Good morning. And again, a big shout out to all y'all that came to the class this weekend. I'm taking a class here on the 23rd. Awesome. Exciting. Abby, how's that grandbaby? How is that grandbaby? Okay, hold on. I'm still looking for the transfers because I got the transfers this weekend and I did put them in the package for you guys. I did put them in there. Hold on. I'm still looking. Da-doom. Why am I losing? How did I lose? I don't know how I lost them. I seriously don't know how I lost them. There's those. It's because I was so excited over, I don't know. I guess what we could do is we could look at the other ones I have. Why? I don't think, I mean, I know I put a bunch of them in the orders from this weekend, unless I use them all, unless I seriously use them all. We may have to just order some more. We might just have to order some more, guys, because I am literally not seeing it. Not seeing it. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. I had a whole stack. Check this out. My ZZMZ cannot use magnetic anything, but then not in. Oh, yeah, you got to have it. It's got to be embroidery. It's got to be embroidery. So, embroidery. Y'all, check this out. It says, quilting solves most of my problems. My husband solves the rest. So, I got to find a shirt to put this on, y'all. Of course, the thing is huge. So, I'm not exactly sure. It may have to go on the back of the shirt. I think it might have to go on the back of a shirt instead of the front of a shirt. Isn't that cute? I'm really liking this one. So I'm going to have to find what color shirt, you guys, because I'm thinking maybe I could find a shirt today. Maybe I could find a t-shirt today for it. So because it's kind of cool. Good morning, Deb. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Isn't that cute? It is cute. Cute wall. Oh, that would be a cute wall hanging, Marnie. Maybe I could do a wall hanging. What's your favorite? I love purple. Purple is my favorite color. Purple is my favorite color. Dolly, I hate doing white because I can't keep anything white. I love it. I love white. But, and I like the way white looks on me. But, needless to say, it doesn't work out very well. So, let's look at these transfers right quick. And y'all, I have, check these out. Is that one? Surround DTF with quilt squares. Oh, that would be a good idea, Marnie. That would be a good, you see me shaking, the machine's going. The washing machine's going. I stain everything. So yeah, I am bad. I am bad about that one. So how can we get these? Marnie, so on my, do I still have it on there? So what I do is I do 10 for 20. I mean, yeah, 10 for 20 on there. So isn't the heart pretty? I have 4 of these. Available. So 1, 2, 3, maybe 3. Maybe I have 3 of them available. I have 3 available. I have 3 of these available, guys. Let me see. What are you whining for? He is whining. Whining. My arm, guys. My arm. Because I got a bunch of, I know I got a bunch of these. I know I got a bunch of these guys this weekend. I know I got a bunch of these this weekend. I don't know. I don't know what I've done with them, guys. Who knows? I'm losing my mind. Losing my mind. I don't know. One of my favorite ones I have are these ladies. How can you not like these ladies? It's like, that's like me. I'm like, I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. Hey, Grace. And Grace, I threw a bunch in your package. Your package is going out today too. Yeah, the ladies are cool. So I'm pretty sure I threw one of these in there. Can you show one of the lightning ones? Lightning. Which lightning ones? Lightning. Do I have a... Oh, the Lightning McQueen. So those, Tammy, I'm actually printing those on fabric. I'm going to be printing those. So those are going to be printed on fabric. So I'm printing those this week for you. So I am not doing DTFs on those. Good morning, Grace. I decided I was going to do the fabric printed ones on those, especially with it being a baby. Yeah, especially with it being a baby, because I don't want them, because I know they'll like scratch on them and they'll play on them. And with them being DTFs, like on the shirts, sometimes if you scratch, they'll like come off. So I'd prefer with the baby one that it gets printed. So I'll be printing those this week. So I'll be printing flies, y'all. That's when you know that the sun is here. The summer's here is when the flies come out. So yeah, so Miss Tammy, that will be printed this week, and we will actually get started on that one this week, hopefully. Maybe Thursday. I don't know. We'll see how, but I mean, it's definitely going to be, it's going to be in the process. So it is going to be pretty. So I'm excited for it. I am super excited for it. Okay. So like I said, we've got about 45 minutes. Do we want to see if we can stitch a square out? See if we can stitch a square out in that 45 minutes. Hopefully. I'm in Arizona. Where are you located? I am in Arizona. Okay. So let's get the book out. We're going to get that book out. Go away. Flies, y'all. I had the what do you call it? The door open all weekend for the dog to just go in and out. So, okay. So coffee, got to drink the coffee, and then we'll get the book out, because we're doing a checkered square, but I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to use 2.5 inch strips, because the 1.5 inch strips are killing me, guys. Small just kills me. So I'm going to do the 1.5 inch strip. So the book we're doing, I got off of Etsy. I'm not Etsy, off of TikTok. So I got this book off TikTok. I was going to pin it, but pinning it didn't do no good, because there's not any available. They are like completely out of this book. But I can tell you a location to get one if you want. So what we're going to do is we're going to do, because we've done 3 squares in here so far. We've done the Amish block. We've done the rail fence. We did the 9 patch. Now we're going to do that checkerboard. We're going to try to do the checkerboard. We're going to see how that works out. So on the checkerboard, we're going to see, and I'm going to get confused. I know I'm going to get confused. So it says, sew the 6 strips into 6 units and subcut. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different colors, and I need 6 pieces of white. So it's saying 1.5 by 5. They're all 5 inches. I have 1.5 by 5. Because what I have is I've got some white blocks that we could use. I have some white blocks we could use. So we have white blocks. So I'm thinking, so if we cut them in half, that does 2.5. Because like I said, I'm moving to 2.5. We're going to try 2.5. We're going to see what happens. Took a class a couple weeks ago on my S9 stitches, the 23 of the feet. Oh, very cool. They're chatting over here. Very cool. Y'all keep chatting. Y'all keep chatting. So I'm thinking what we're going to do. Here. Because I need that. So I have some other 5 inch blocks. Because what we're going to do is we're just going to cut our 5 inch blocks in half. So I was ready to throw the book out on this one. Pearl, I'm hoping that I can figure this out. I'm telling you, because I am not a fan of small blocks, y'all. That's why I'm going to be using, so we're going to take and cut some 5 inch squares. We're going to be using the 2.5 inch instead of 1.5. Yep, I tried the block twice and had trouble with it. Y'all, We're going to see how this works out. We're going to see how this works out because y'all know how I am with patterns. Y'all know how I am with patterns. So we're going to see. Look how much room I have on my space here. Isn't this exciting? This is like exciting here. So we're going to put that right there like that. And I got a clip. I have a big clip. I got a big clip. Clip. There we go. Clip, clip. Stay there. Okay. So we're going to put that there. We're going to be doing that block. So I'm going to take, and we are going to cut 5.5 inch squares. And then the 5.5 inch squares, we're going to cut in half because how many? We need 6 of them, correct? We need 6 of them. So we're going to see. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. I don't know if I have a 5-inch block. Do I have a 5-inch block? I'm seeing if I have a 5-inch block over here. Do you have a 5-inch block? You do not have a 5-inch block, but that's okay. We can do it. We can do it. Okay, so I need one. We need 6 of these. We need 6 different ones, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there is 6. So what we're going to do is we're going to line this up here, and I'm just going to cut them right in half, and then we'll cut them in half again. And that's not going to be long enough, you knucklehead. Well, that one's not going to be long enough. Let me take the smaller one. Oh. So 5-inch right down the middle. 5-inch right down the middle. I got him a new toy to entertain him, and he's not liking the fact that he can't get that thing out of there easily. Man, I'll be glad when my arm does not hurt no more. Okay, so there's those. Then we're going to cut this one in half this way. And then we're going to cut this one in half this way. So it should give us 2.5-inch strips. 2.5-inch strips. Okay, so there's my 6 2.5-inch strips here. There's those. So now we're going to take these. We need 1, 2, 3. That'll give us, dude, quit whining. You'll be fine. That's the whole idea, is it for you to take a little bit of time to get it out of there. That way we can have fun sewing. Okay, so now I'm going to take, and I'm going to cut this in half. Wait, 1, 2, yeah. Half. Half. Okay. And there we go. Get back there. Okay. So now what we're going to do, probably got to turn that iron on. Turn the iron on. We're going to bring the pressing mat up here. Bring the pressing mat. I'm hoping this turns out, guys. Hoping this turns out. Okay, so here's the pressing mat. So now what it's saying, so it's saying line these up. So we're going to line that one up. And then line up a white block there. Line up this one. Like I said, I'm doing 2.5-inch. I'm doing 2.5-inch. So we're going to see how well this works. There's that one there. This one here. That one there. And I got to change that foot out over here on the other machine too. So that one there. There. And I'm thinking what we do is we stitch these together, press them out, and then cut them in half. I'm looking correct. And then when you cut them in half, you flip them. You flip them opposite. I don't know. We're going to see how well this works. We're going to see how well this works. So looks like this is what, come back that way. This is what inch was horrible. Yeah, I'm telling you that 1.5 inch, that's just too small. I like big pieces. I've seen behooves to all y'all that can stitch small pieces together. Behooves to all y'all that can stitch those small pieces, because yeah, that ain't me. That is not me. I am not no good at that small pieces together. So we're gonna try this. You're sewing together, so can cut, then sew together. So dude, you're fine. Let me see. Okay, we'll take it. Okay, so we're gonna come back over here to the fun handy dandy machine. We're gonna come back over here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back home. We're gonna go to sewing. Ta-doom, ta-doom. Look at all that space. I'm excited. I'm excited. 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 Okay, so we're gonna take that off. We're gonna grab my other foot. Grab my other foot. We're gonna go to 3. I like 3. Okay, there's that. I need a starter and a stopper. Let me see it. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Hold on, guys. There you go. There you go, dude. There you go. Okay, so let me grab a starter and a stopper for this. Anybody that's new that wonders what a starter and a stopper is? So when you're stitching, I don't know if you've ever had the issue of where sometimes when you start stitching, it'll bunch up that fabric right there. I don't like that. So what I do is, I'm going to turn it up a little bit, put the foot down, stitch. Okay, y'all, this is the first time I've stitched on that. What changed your mind from multi-needle? So Jorinna, well, I used to have a multi-needle, and I used it quite a bit, and I started measuring my space. And trying to figure out what I would use more. And I don't know, after contemplating and after talking with my husband, I ended up deciding to move this way instead. So I know it was like a lot bigger purchase, but I don't know. Marnie, Luminaire's still sitting here. It ain't going nowhere. I will be using both these. Okay, so we're going to take and we're going to stitch all these together here. Yeah, it's definitely a beautiful machine. I'm excited. I am so excited, y'all. I'm like, work, what is that? Don't you know which work is? So then at the end of April, I'm going to be doing, yes, most definitely, Lumia is here. At the end of April, I'm going to be going to a quilt class in Colorado with my mother-in-law. So my mother-in-law calls me yesterday. She goes, I want to get us matching travel machines. How could I say no to that? Oh, yes. You want to know what I'm excited for? It was to get a new machine that's a single needle. And so actually I have one more thing that's exciting. You guys ready for this? So I have officially, and I did it this morning, hit submit on that second book. The second book is in for review right now. They're reviewing my book, so and it should be published this week. It should be published this week, guys. I am excited. I am excited. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I know. It's exciting. With the direction you're going, you need the big machine of business expense. Yes, Barb. Yes, definitely. So, and I know I said that, you know, my goal eventually is to have a like a fabric store. Irie, she goes, you realize that's what you're doing right now. So I don't know if you're somebody we may need to. Marshall, what are you talking about? Miss Cynthia, help me out there. You hear how smooth that stitch is? Thanks, Joanne. Yeah, I'm thinking that one was, yeah, no. Okay. Last one here. Oh my gosh. You hear that? It's like, da, 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 da. That's like therapy. Okay. I don't know who that person was, but they're gone. I think they were spam. So, needless to say, if not, well, sorry, but that was just a little weird. Like, yeah, no. Yeah, no. Looking forward to yes, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Cynthia, I got rid of it, so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, right, Joanne? I agree. Thank you, guys. I agree. Okay, so we're going to trim this, and we're going to come back over here, and we'll press these. Man, my arm. My arm, my arm. All right, come back this way. Thank you. Thank you for the heart, me, Miss Tina. Yeah, no. We have a safe place here, guys. We have a safe place, and I want us to continue to have that safe place. So when I see things that don't look right, either Miss Cynthia or I or fundraising, we either like, yep, no, sorry, bye. No, question for you. I would like to upgrade my machine. What would you recommend? What do you have, Miss Christie? What do you have? Doom. It's going to be pretty. These will be pretty. So we'll get these. And then what we'll do is we'll trim them in half. Trim them in half. And then stitch them together. We're not going to, I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but we're going to try it. We're going to try it here. I have a Singer Ingenuity. I used to have one of those back in the day. I used to have one of those. Do you want to stay with Singer? There's that one. What's the name of it? I'll look for it. The name of the book, Barb? I'm open to whatever options, Christy. Do you want embroidery? So then they all need to be the same. So if you're talking about the blocks here. So if I take and cut these directly in half, because they're 5 inches, with them being 5 inches, I'll just cut them 2.5 inches. So with that, I think we'll be okay. I would be okay with taking or leaving embroidery. Okay. Let me think. See that fly? Go away, fly. Let me think on that one. Send me a message and I'll send you a couple options today. And are you against, do you want new or no? Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, send me a message and I'll see what I can find for you. I'll see what, and let me know what your price range is. That way I can do some research for you. I'll do some research because there's a couple companies that I would highly recommend. So I can do that. Okay. So here we go. Okay. These are pretty. These are pretty. So now I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll trim these in half. We're going to trim these in half. Man, quit reaching with that arm. I'm becoming left-handed, guys. I'm becoming left-handed. Good thing I'm almost ambidextrous. Ambidextrous. Is that what the word is? Ambidextrous. Ambidextrous. Okay, so we're going to put... I'm going to put 2 of these on here at the same time. I ordered one of those things and it should arrive this morning. Oh, these, the mat. I love the mat. The quilting cutting table you have in front. Oh, nice. The whole table or just the mat? I love both. I love both of them. Okay, so there's those. May have to put. Is Coolest Stat on here? I haven't seen him in a while. The quilting turn. Oh, yes. The mat. This thing. I love this thing. I love that thing. It is like one of my favorite tools in the sewing room. I have to say, one of my favorite tools in the sewing room. And I use this thing all the time, as you guys always see. As long as the piece of fabric is small enough to go on here. Yep. And if you guys can't get one of these, go to your local hardware store, get you a like a round cutting table thing, and then get you a Lazy Susan, the Lazy Susan thing. So then you would just need like a small piece for the bottom to attach that Lazy Susan to, and then you would need your cutting thing, and then you just pop this on top. It works. And then what you could do is you could take a, if you can't find a circle cutting mat, take and do a you could cut one out, and it would still work. Because I think you could literally cut, I mean, you would need like some heavy duty cutting scissors to cut out a circle mat out of the cutting mats, but it's doable. It's totally doable. If you have a son, a husband, dad, get them to help you out. Get them to help you out. Okay. So now's the fun part. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can do this. I don't know if I'm doing this correctly or not, but we're going to find out. I am hoping not. I am hoping not. It hurts. It hurts. Okay. So now we're going to take, I want to make sure that we can see what we're doing here. So I'm going to take that one that way, put that one aside. How many across is it? Oh, so it's going this way. It's going that way. So it's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's got 6. Okay. So then we go that one there. This one here. 3. 4. Is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. Okay, I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why are we not having enough? Why are we not having enough? I literally, we may have to sew more together. We may have to sew more together. Doom. Oh, wait. This is the first one there. So that one there. This one there. This one there. This one there. This one there. And this one there. So that's literally the idea. Literally the idea. But I'm thinking, move you guys down. Here, let's move it up like this. I'm thinking, go back this way. So we do, well, let's sew these together and then we do through. Yeah, I think it's going to be okay. So Marnie's saying the NQ35550W is a great, and you can send wireless designs, create your own stitches and the sewing side. That's kind of cool. Very cool. Very cool. What time are we still good on time? We're still good on time. Like I said, I have a hard stop at 5:45. So otherwise I'm not going to get to my appointment in time. And then I'm excited. I get to meet one of the you viewers on here. I have the 9Q35050 and love it. Okay, so there's a good recommendation. And that's a good thing, y'all. Recommend a good machine for her. Recommend a good machine for her. See what you guys can find. See what you guys can find. Because like I said, I've had quite a few machines over the years. So okay. So now we're going to stitch. And I'm going to move y'all over here because you were actually supposed to cut the pieces into 3. Oh. Well, that doesn't work out very well. It does embroidery, background, quilting, wonderful. Well, Joanne, what we'll do is we'll just create another set. We'll just create more sets. It's okay. The process will be okay. Because we'll still end up with the things. So if I was to cut, yeah, that would have required me to calculate more than just in half. I guess we could have figured it out. Oh, well, that's okay. Has anybody successfully made this square? Hit your fly with some spray starch. Oh, ha. That would be good. He's driving me nuts. I'm like, Blazer, get that fly. Get that fly. The new interactive thing I got him is actually working pretty good. So I was like, okay. Because after I got done working on Friday, I'm like, okay. Get that fly, Blazer. Get it. I see you. I see you. Freeze the fly, right? I'd take the fly over the... well, come visit. I'll tell you. Come visit. So, not with the smaller sizes, no, but I bet it'll work out better with the bigger. Yeah, I'm thinking I like the bigger ones, Joanne. I'm thinking I like the bigger ones. Dude, stop. Hold on a minute. Stop, Blazer. No. Here, have some ice. So I jinxed myself. I'm like, oh, it's working good. And then, yeah, worked good for a little bit. Okay, so turn that iron back on. Yeah, I'm thinking with the bigger blocks, I think it'll be work. My brain can't improvise. I just followed the pattern. Barb, you know how I am with patterns? I'm like, huh. I don't like 2.5. I don't like 2.5. So I'm like, yeah, no. Yeah, no. We could put 4 of them together and it would show, if we put 4 of them together, that would make a square block. That would be like a checkerboard thing. Actually might end up being the right size too. Might end up being the right size. Thinking we'll do 4 of them together. Good morning, Miss Nikki. They're supposed to end up in a 6.5. Did your other ones turn out 6 inch? Hold on. I've got them over here. Let's look at them. Because we can still make this one 6.5. We can still make it work. Crunch, crunch, crunch. You hear him? It's a crunch, crunch, crunch. Come, ice. Ois, ois, ois. I think what we'll do is we're going to sew those 4 together. We're going to sew those 4 together. Ugh. So, here's block 1. That one ended up, I think we could probably trim it down. So, there is block 1. Here's my one that I sewed completely wrong. Here is block 2. We did block 2 on that one. See, I found my blocks. You should be proud of me. There's block 2. And then here is block 3. Yeah, they're 6.5. These are 6.5. So what we might do is after we stitch this together, we'll measure it. We'll just downsize it. Who's gonna care, right? Who's gonna care? So let's stitch those together right there. We're gonna come over here. Carrie, you can make anything work. Barb, I try. Okay, so we're gonna stitch this way. Crunch, 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 crunch. So we're gonna sew that one right there. And then we'll sew this one right here. Are we still doing good on time? Come back this way. We got about 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes. I'm sorry I have that hard stop today, but driving through traffic is not no fun. So it is not no fun at all. And it takes me a good 2 hours, 2.5 hours to get to the VA. So. Good morning, fundraising. You try and accomplish. That's why. Thanks, Barb. I try my best. Okay. Blazer, that is enough. Stop. Did you eat it all? Okay. So let's take that one. Okay. So I think it's going to be a cool little block. I'm thinking it's going to be a cool little block there. So, dude, no. Take that. Come over here. There you go, dude. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so now we're going to line these, and I try and line up those seams. Try and line up those seams here. We're going to try. It's not going to be perfect, but it's okay. I don't mind. I said, that's what quilting is. Quilting is not perfection. If you were a perfectionist with quilting, that is quite all right too, but I am not the perfectionist. I am not the perfectionist. The way I see it, as long as you're happy with what you create, that is the main thing. That is the main thing. Okay. Okay. So we're going to come back over here. The block eases. Well, I kind of went outside and it did something different. I did the 1.5 inches is like getting me. The 1.5 inches is getting me. So I went and did a 2.5 inch block or 2.5 inch strip instead of the 1.5 inch. And this is what we created. So hold on, let me turn this over. Where's my spray at? There you are. There you are. We're going to turn this over. We're going to give it a press. Is it perfect? No, but that's okay. That is okay. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to trim it down to 6.5 inches. Ha ha. I'm going to trim it down. Trim it down. Y'all, I love the smell of Best Press. I don't know if any of y'all. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that block right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to center it like that. And I'm just going to make it 6.5 inches. Oh. 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 I need to go by and see if I can get the plexiglass cut. Y'all, if you need rulers, get used to plexiglass. Because I have, I've got quite a few actually. I've got quite... Okay. There we go. Y'all. It works out okay. It works out okay. So we still have a 6.5 inch block. We still have a 6.5 inch block. So you're learning quilting. Pearl, as long as you like what you're doing, that is the main thing. As long as you like what you're doing, that is the main thing. So, like I said, I am not a perfectionist and I love what I do. I love sewing. I love hanging out with you. Awesome, right? Is that not cute? And y'all, we did it with 2.5 inch strips. How much easier was that 2.5 inch strips? And y'all, and it still looks cool. Still looks cool. So I'll probably be making one more because I'm thinking, I like it. I like it. And y'all, so we have some cool, it's a lot easier, Grace. It is a lot easier. And I'm into easy. So let's look at all 4 squares. We're going to look at all 4 squares because I'm thinking we're not going to stitch all 4 squares together because that'd be bad. I was like, I considered it, but I'm like, yeah, no. Okay, so we have this block. We have, I love that. I'm going to do that today. Yeah, try it out with the 2.5 inch strips. Try it with the 2.5 inch strips. So we might be figuring out 2.5 inch strips instead. So y'all, I'm kind of liking. And these are going to be so fun. Look at this. These are going to be so fun together. So we have that one. So we have that one. Then we'll have this one. Yeah, let's line them up on here. It works. Yep, I'm definitely going to do the 2, right, Joanne? We may go off the wall and let's see what the next block is for next Monday. Because what we might end up doing is, what the heck? We might do all of them with the 2.5 inch strips instead of that one. I don't like one. I don't like small. I am not, like I said, behooves to all y'all that can do small. Miss Nikki is on here and she does small. When she showed me what she was doing, and I'm like, love you to death, Nikki, but I cannot help you. I cannot help you with that one. So, needless to say. So, we're going to put that one there. We're going to put this one here. And I'm going to put that one there. And y'all, so check out our 4 blocks we've done. These are, let me move this camera down a little bit. Move this camera down a little bit. So here is the 4 blocks we've created so far. Y'all, we've done pretty good. We have done pretty good, guys. Right? It's like as you're creating it, and I'm like, how is this going to come together? But y'all, talk about abstract. There they went. That's like abstract, y'all. That is totally like abstract. So worked out really well. But I kind of like this one. I kind of like this one. Especially with the just fun different fabrics all on there. 5 inch squares. Take 5 inch squares, cut those 5 inch squares apart, and make sure you have, and it doesn't have to be white, or do the math so you have a 6.5 inch block for the next one. Totally. We can look at that too, fundraising. Well, let's look at the next block. Let's look at the next block. So let's see what next week is. We're going to take that. We're going to go to next week. Open up here. Open up here. Thanks for the follow. Log cabin. We're doing log cabin next week. And they are using, ouch. They're using 1 inch. I'm not sure I could do 1 inch, guys. 1 by 10. And the center square is a 1.5 inch. So I finished the gnome quilt, so I back So I'm back to my small block. You're brave. You're brave. You are brave. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Cynthia. Yes, I have got to go. I have got to go. I am sorry to cut it short today, guys. I am sorry to cut it short. Thank you, Cynthia, for keeping me in line. So I will be back tomorrow. What did I put on the schedule for tomorrow? Hold on. Because did y'all see my schedule for this week? You're welcome, Joanne. You are welcome. Hold on. Let me look at my schedule right quick. It is tomorrow, Tuesday. Tuesday is, what are we doing? Tuesday. Embroidery. So we're going to do something in the embroidery hue. We're going to have fun on the new machine. We're going to have fun on the new machine. So, all right. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys very much for everything. I greatly appreciate y'all. Shannon, I'll see you in a few hours, 11 o'clock. So I'll see you at 11. So you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys later. Thank you again. Again, sorry to cut it short.